The fights in this anime goes mega hard. Lupin the Third, Goemon's blood spray. Don't know if I'm saying that name right. As far as I know, I could be completely fucking butchering it, but it is most definitely not Lupin, so I'm just gonna go with Lupin, kinda like what the characters are saying. But I first saw a clip of a fight scene from this anime, and something about it just looks so clean and smooth and satisfying, so I had to watch the show. However, when I looked up the anime, an unholy amount of episodes just popped right up. It was like a jump scare, so my balls shriveled a little, I was shaken up. But luckily, this scene came from a movie, so I just watched that and had to share the amazing fights with the people. So we're first introduced to this guy named Hawk, and a girl tells him that the owner has given him a new job. So he takes off on his bike, and if you pause a little here and take a quick look at his surroundings, it really makes you wonder. Where the fuck are they? Garden of Eden? Is the owner Jesus Christ? I mean, why does the place seem so peaceful? And is that the gate to the mortal realm? So many questions. Then we're taken to a casino ship where we're introduced to Goemon, the guy who's going to be pulling some cool shit. He's going to be standing up against the fucking devil himself. He's a master of swordsmanship. Give this man 8 hours of sleep and he'll pull a spinjutsu. So the Psycho Brothers, which are these two dudes who look like they share a single brain cell, they aren't a fan of Goemon. They think samurai are some real old school dinosaur shit cause nowadays, guns are very real. Which is true, I would say, surprisingly, that an M4 would reign supreme against a sword. However, it's really impressive that the statement is coming from these two because later on, when they catch one of the dudes cheating in the casino, they brought him in, beat the guy up, and as the guy's gang comes in to rescue him, the brothers pull out metal sticks. And they're over here making fun of a guy for using a sword. Now that's like laughing at a guy for having a 3-inch great personality wiener while you have erectile dysfunction. Doesn't really make sense. So they start giving out free concussions, he jumps on 3 dudes and repeatedly bashes their heads. Now what in anime titties are the 3 dudes in the back doing? Yeah, that's right, 3. Don't think you can hide from me, mister on the left, just because you can't see me doesn't mean I can't see you, buddy. I see your whole arm and leg. You're doing a very terrible job at hiding your shameful act. Did they forget they're also part of the entire fight? Did they accidentally go into spectator mode? Cause they're all just standing there, knife in hand, sniffing the shit in their pants, watching their friends' heads get cracked open. If I was one of the dudes getting my head split in 2 and as I take a quick glimpse at my teammates and see them just fingering themselves, I would have called the timeout, got up, killed those guys myself. They had a clear opening, but yet they chose to sniff glue instead. So all of them gets taken out, but then one of the dudes got up and fires a bullet at the boss. And as soon as that bullet leaves the barrel, Goemon's eyes snapped open. He locks in, and for a fraction of a second it seemed as if time froze. He springs into action, does a spin, unsheaths his sword halfway, splits the bullet in half and slices his gun right open. This is no ordinary man. He had time to sneak in a flip in that sequence when he was racing with a bullet. But don't let that distract you from this guy's godly shooting form over here. I mean, it's truly magnificent. Gun out between his cheeks, balancing on his head while on his tippy toes, kinda like he's going for a push-up with his neck. And he was still able to hit the boss. That's of course if Goemon didn't come in. And also he pulled the trigger while he was upside down. So the controls are inverted and he could have accidentally easily shot his own balls off, but he didn't. So this shooting form might just be as impressive, if not more impressive than cutting through a bullet itself. Meanwhile, the guards outside get informed about the fight they had and they're told to stay alert in case they send backup. And spoiler, they did not stay alert. Immediately, one of the dudes gets kidnapped, leaving behind a faint scream, and this guy just turned around like, oh fuck, my coworker's a wizard, I swear he was just here a few seconds ago. Then the place gets infiltrated and robbed by Lupin and friend, and we meet Fujiko, an absolute boner riser, blessing to the eyeballs, love seeing her. And all of a sudden, the ship starts shaking so damn hard, so Goemon decides to step outside, look around the place, trying to find out what the fuck's going on. And that is when he runs into the devil himself. This man is just casually shopping the engine like, don't mind me, I'm just gonna blow up the entire fucking place and kill a bunch of people. And when the engine exploded, he made sure to stand right next to it to show his fire resistant. Meanwhile, these guys are trying to escort their boss, and suddenly the ship blows up right in his face. So the boss goes, oh fuck, I'm gonna need Goemon to save my ass over here. But like a jealous girlfriend hearing this, the brothers go, fine, Goemon can lick your fudge tunnel clean, you don't need us anyway, fuck you. Come on guys, let's go. But that's our boss. Yeah, I know, fuck him. Oh, okay. What is even happening here? I thought these guys were supposed to be his most trusted members, and these two guys who were trying to help him earlier were so easily convinced to abandon him. They're just like, we're just gonna leave him here? Yeah, okay. Dying for not equally glazing your members is crazy. And we see Lupin and friends getting into their getaway boat, while Goemon chases after the boogeyman. The two starts going at it for a bit until Goemon slices the roof off, causing the man to fall. And it's revealed that Hawk is after Lupin and friends, and he couldn't really care less about Goemon, so he just slaps his sword away, makes a run for it, takes one of the boats with him, jumps into the water, then he hops on it and just fucking cruises right off and never to be found again. I mean, who the fuck is this guy? That is some Jason Statham shit, absolute menace to society. Infiltrated the ship, don't know how he got there, he probably swam there or maybe even rode a shark, there's really no telling. I mean, this guy is quite literally built different. If he clocks into his shift 5 minutes late, he is not late, the shift is simply early. Now after the situation has calmed down, a cop by the name of Zenigata shows up looking for Hawk, and he calls him Now that's the type of name to scare your kids to sleep. And it's revealed that this man has killed 2,000 soldiers. And one day he was sent on an undercover operation in Bermuda. And they drop a nuke on his ass. And honestly, whoever called in the strike on him is doing the world a massive favor. And no amount of words can really thank him, because no man who's capable of killing 2,000 soldiers on a battlefield should be allowed to live. But the nuke was not nearly enough to stop this man. I mean, how the fuck does anyone survive this? Cause it wasn't like the explosion dropped nearby him, then he took cover by jumping into some bushes to avoid taking the full damage. No, he saw the explosion, he straight up just stood there, looked at it, take it all in. I mean, Satan fully absorbed him right here, but he is still very much alive. Also, I don't know what's going on with Lupin's eyes. Is he supposed to be drunk, or did he accidentally ejaculate into his eyeballs? But anyway, let's head back over to Zenigata. Zenigata calls the chief, telling him he's going after Hawk and he believes his arrival in Japan is related to Lupin. But his chief goes, no, drop this case. So Zenigata spits in his mouth and lets him know he's a grown-ass man, he does whatever he wants. Hangs up. Then we're taken to the boss's funeral. So the asshole brother smeared shit all over Goemon's face and frames him for the boss's death, saying he abandoned his position. And the son who took over fully believes him, so he's on some next level stupid. What happened? How did my father die in the fire? Yes sir, we're all very heartbroken about this entire situation. He went out screaming and crying for help, but there was really nothing we could do to save him right there. There was really nothing we could do. However, Goemon, sir, he was with him the entire time, but when he found out that you can't stop fire with swords, he ran away uninjured, leaving the boss behind. Goemon, you one big fucking vagina. Wait, but where were you guys? Aren't you guys supposed to be by his side as well, and all of you also came out uninjured? Well, sir, see, the four of us were in the bathroom, circle jerking. We didn't expect an explosion to happen, so you weren't doing your job. Well, I wouldn't say that. If you put it that way, it sounds very unprofessional and terrible. Yes, we did not do our job. Alright, kill Goemon. So the son gives Goemon 3 days to avenge his father, otherwise they'll kill him. Wow. Came here to witness some hard-ass fight scenes, but now I'm also hard. 2-in-1 deluxe right there, amazing deal, love those, gonna need more. But the backrub session was cut short by Hawk flying through the window, and with us knowing what Hawk could do, he most likely didn't even use a ramp to have the bike go that high. He probably just looked at the bike, told it to fly, and that's how he got through the window. So seeing this, Jigen pulls out his gun and starts firing at him, but Hawk deflects the bullets, damn near killing Lupin and Fujiko, so he goes, damn, fuck me, this guy deflects bullets. I should probably shoot more at him. Thus, shooting more at him, he did. So he starts getting hit by his own bullets, and Fujiko got the right idea. Once she saw those bullets coming at her, and in the next scene, she's out of there. Got her shoes on and everything, she's piecing the fuck out. But she does wear heels, so she's slower than snails having sex and made it to the car last. Also, the animators did not miss on the jiggle physics, shout out to them. Then they go on a high-speed chase, and wow. Yep. Hawk does not believe in obstacles, he just jumps over everything in his path, he doesn't care too much. Then a tree falls onto the street, causing Hawk to tumble his way out of his mechanically enhanced jelly bike. Yeah, Jigen is so drunk it's not even funny. Did we not listen to the same story about him surviving the devil's diarrhea in Bermuda? What the fuck do you mean he can't survive a wipeout like that? He just tumbled a little, as a matter of fact, he might just get stronger from it. But luckily, Goemon is here to fight him, and in the blink of an eye, he unsheaths his sword and with all his strength, fueled by revenge, he goes straight for the neck. But the situation went to shit real quick when Hawk grabbed it with the tip of his fingers and had a smile on his face. Hawk proceeds to smash his sword guard and slaps him away. But Senigata comes in, interrupts the entire situation, and arrests Hawk because he's not allowed to be in Japan. And surprisingly, the man just unequipped his weapons, got on his knees without a fight, and went into hibernation. So, that's really nice of him to do all that. However, the situation is a little bit too suspicious. If I'm Senigata over here, I'd walk up to the guy, shoot both his kneecaps, and when asked what happened, I'll simply say, he resisted. So they locked the guy up, and I'm pretty sure the only reason why Hawk decided to get arrested was because he's feeling sleepy. He didn't get in his 8 hours, he's probably jet lagged from the swim from America to Japan, and finding a hotel is a hassle, so he just went to jail. So after the polar bear has gotten its rest, it's time to leave. Yep, that guy won't be coming to work tomorrow, that's for sure. He even shifted his weight to the guy's head to make sure he doesn't get home to see his family today. Or ever, to be honest. I mean, yep, no, he's 100% dead. Yep, that's about as dead gets. So Hawk kills a bunch of dudes, walks out the place, and he hops on a bike. Now, if there's one thing I learned while watching this entire show is that Hawk love bikes. They go together like junk food and heart disease. So the police department starts going after him, but he slashes a truck's tire, blocking them off, which honestly is a pretty asshole move cause the driver probably gets paid in dog treats and he just had to make his day worse by slashing his tire and now he gotta deal with all this shit, so that's pretty fucked up. But then Zenigata drifts into the scene, barely misses Hawk, but he's not done. He starts shooting at him, no eyes on the road, shoots 2 warning shots and hits his tire with the third. A generational performance coming from Zenigata over here, absolute madman. Okay, this fall had no reason to be that funny. It all just looked so goofy cause they made it look so normal, so nonchalant. No music, no intense sound effects, no nothing really, just car noises in the background and this American man and his red shirt on a motorbike just fucking swerve left and goes, oh shit, and just fucking flies over the fence. Absolutely amazing, honestly. Okay, and he just lies there and then he gets up like nothing happened, like, oh fuck, well, another fall. Not quite as high as last time, but we'll take it. Gotta adjust my shoulder a little and we're good to go. Meanwhile, Goemon is dealing with severe trauma. He's been having nightmares about this crazy Dave guy every single night. Every time he closes his eyes, it haunts him, like a shadow, never leaving his side. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about the Megalodon in the back. He's a great guy, he's a friend. Yeah, he supplies him with cocaine sometimes. Real nice guy. So Goemon continues his training and fights his demons while surrounded by fire. Don't know exactly how this helps, but hey, who am I to judge? I'm just an ordinary guy who enjoys anime and shits twice a day. What would I know about training to fight against an unstoppable man-slaughtering machine? Oh, okay, Waterfall is a classic. I've seen this one many times. Nothing really surprising here. Oh, wow, okay. A whole ass tree trunk coming with it does seem a little extreme, though. Oh, he's gonna slice it. Okay, nice. He in fact did not slice it. Jesus Christ, my spine just exploded out of my back watching that. Yeah, okay, no, he wasn't training at all. He's simply inflicting self-harm to avoid the fight. So seeing this, Lupin and Jigen leave and get into Zenigata's car. So Goemon continues with his side quest and makes his way to the boss's funeral, and the son orders his people to kill him. So the Psycho brothers get real excited. They'd lose an arm to kill this man. However, Goemon has lost his will to fight, so he gets slapped around. But all of a sudden, he's able to see into the future. He has tapped into the 4th dimension. He has reached enlightenment, and all the training has paid off. He gets into his stance and everything around him moves in slow motion. Psycho number 1 swings at him, but Goemon's too fast for the guy and slices his arm off. Got that man looking like Venom, just stuck it in him. All 19 inches. A nightmare. Meanwhile, Psycho number 2 is dumb as shit. Dumb and Dumber over here. He saw his brother lose an arm, so he goes, wow, okay. Let me do the exact same move, but with a different arm. It'll catch him off guard this time, surely. It did not catch him off guard, but Goemon has fully transcended to a higher life form. Nothing can stop this man. He could run on a banana peel treadmill and wouldn't even slip. So he slices up every hand in his path, and this guy tries to play dirty. He pulls out a gun, shoots at him, nope. Dodge that bitch. Very clean dodge right here, minimal movement, no unnecessary stuff, everything is calculated to perfection, amazing shit, yoinks the guy's hand, and everyone is just getting completely obliterated here. Take a look at that guy's expression, for example, right there. He just took in one big gulp for these two dudes because he sees his friend is getting the barefoot treatment and he goes, feet. So Goemon continues with his masterclass and hands are dropping like the stock market. Shit's rough out here. Yeah, that guy's not covering shit. So the boss quickly turns around and fires at him, but he remains unfazed because he saw the future, and the future told him that this guy can't hit shit unless the target is mouth-fucking the barrel. So in one swift motion, he slices off his hair and his chances of ever touching him, let alone defeat him. Now we're back to Lupin and friends, and the road is currently blocked off by some crazy destruction, and seeing this, Jigen is over here talking about the weather. What the fuck, Jigen? Are your eyes open? You think the rain did this? What exactly was it raining, huh? Fucking frag grenades? Of course it's Hawk's doing. He begins slicing up the car and Zenigata's bullets get blocked and slapped back to his legs, so Lupin and Jigen makes a run for it, and they make their way into a temple. Great, glad to know I'm not the only one with eyes. However, Hawk smells them, so he breaks the wall, catching the both of them with their pants down, and unfortunately, Lupin got the short end of the stick. But as Hawk's about to finish them off, Goemon enters the battlefield, the man who just had his anime awakening. He stands in between Lupin and Hawk, and this is where we get to the main course, the 5-star meal prepared by the chef himself, infused with his spits and feces. It's the fight that made me sit through 40 minutes of the show, and that's not saying the show is terrible, I thought it's really good, but if this was a game of Overwatch, this is the play of the game. And just like their previous encounter, Goemon went in with the exact same move, but this time, he understands it now. He immediately jumps in and spins his sword to slash Hawk's hand, and uses his face to propel himself away. However, Hawk was able to slice his shoulder in return, and we even see his chunk of meat flying off here. Terrible shit. So Goemon's back gets slammed into the roof, but if that giant log was unable to put him into a coma, then this should be light work for him. We don't even gotta worry about that, you know, that's like a flick on the balls by an ant. Then Hawk starts cleaving and dismantling the entire building, and he also stands in it as it collapses. Then the two get up from the rubble, and that shoulder wound just looks fucking brutal as asshole. Then Hawk charges at him, and Goemon does his anime move again, and Lupin explains how it works, but basically he enhanced his reaction time, I think. So Hawk throws his axe and Goemon slashes it in half, but Hawk has already closed the gap and he swings his arm all the way back to the fucking Stone Age and chops straight down. But Goemon turns, adjusts his sword grip, and slices against Hawk's momentum. Oh, God! Felt the pain right in my balls. No words can describe my reaction when I saw this for the first time, so we'll just have Jigen do it. Yep, doesn't get more accurate than that. And as Hawk's laughing, thinking he got the upper hand, his arm begins to sever and falls off. Then we see the slash in slow motion, and shit does not get smoother than this. Just look at that clean cut like a hot knife through a block of butter. Jesus Christ, I just had the highest form of orgasm. Hawk didn't even realize he got cut. Took him 4 to 5 business days to process that information. I mean, look at him, he's still smiling right here. His dick has fallen off and he has no idea what just happened. But Hawk's not done. He starts making noises like he's fucking constipated trying to squeeze out that piece of shit. He goes in with another wide swing, but Goemon parries it. And just look at that face, that's 120% of pure concentration right there. So he redirects the blow to avoid his arm from flying off from the impact itself, and as Hawk's about to swing back, the fight's already over. He couldn't even react to the slash. Hawk is over here on his cellular data while Goemon is connected to NASA's router. It's not even close. However, that was just a simulation run in Hawk's head. But even though it was only a mere simulation, it was able to get this man sweating like he's about to go into cardiac arrest. So he accepts his defeat, stops hunting Lupin and friends cause he saw Goemon and said, fuck. That's a strong ass bodyguard, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit, he's above my pay grade. I'm leaving. And now for the real question is, how in God's name is Goemon still able to move his arm? I mean, he's a quarter way done with his Colossal Titan transformation right here. I don't even know how the fuck he's standing, to be honest. But anyway, that's the end of the movie. Overall, amazing fights, very smooth, very clean. However, I do think there's a little bit of fuckery going on with Hawk not dying at the end there. But I guess that means he could reunite with the little girl, so that's pretty wholesome. Still amazing in the end. Great.